The Sound of Rum is the island vibe. The Sound of Rum is the Caribbean connection that we infuse in our music, as well as the Florida connection and all the different cultures that embody Florida and New York and all the places that we are from and where we live. And basically, it's about having a great time, hanging out with friends, liming, as we say in the Caribbean, and catching up. And most importantly, just enjoying each other's presence. And so doing that with some Major Lazer music would make the perfect sound of rum. I think for the Caribbean energy that is in Caribbean music, it's undeniable when it's presented to anyone in the world that it's something that is different from anywhere else. So from my experience, and I think the guys would agree, as soon as we bring some soca elements to our show, we bring some dancehall elements to our show, you see people that have never heard of soca or are not familiar with what dancehall is doing automatically get in tune with it because the energy is just there. The energy is already high, and it's a conversational music that within, your first song, you already know what the song's talking about and what the message is and what you should be doing. If it's moving to the left, moving to the right, jumping up and down, whatever it is, it's right in the music, not too subliminal. And it just works, it works, it connects with every single audience that we've ever come in front of.
We've got a lot of new music, man. Next year is like 4 or 5 singles we're dropping, lots of videos, and just we're working hard. Like we're on overtime right now, trying to finish as much music as possible, so next year you can get a lot of material from us. Yeah, we're all going to meet up in Park City soon, January. At the end of January, we have Sundance Film Festival. We're going to debut our feature-length documentary about our time in Havana, Cuba, where we made a big show, a big party, and it was a crazy experience, whirlwind, like 3 days, in and out, wildness. Actually, we're releasing our first single at around the same time as Sundance.
Jan 20.
So yeah, you'll hear Run Up.
Around end of January, we're gonna have Run Up out with Paya Next Door and Nicki Minaj.
Yeah.
And our Cuba documentary is gonna be out. And then in end of 2017, our Rum's gonna be out.
By the end of 2017, you're gonna hate us.
Yeah, yeah.
It could be so much. We'll be all up in your face.
Yeah.
We're a collaborative band, and we started working with kind of dancehall was our message, but honestly, we've done everything since then. We've worked on pop records. What really we always connect with is music to move to, dance to. You leave your baggage at home, you come see us play. We don't even think of ourselves as global, but that's just where we came from. We're products of the environment that we're in, and the environment that we're in is actually a global environment. Like, we're traveling all over the world. Our influences have always been by searching out what's the next music, what's exciting to us, how can we fuse things together, how can music mutate, and we're always one of the antagonizers of that. So for us, we're just gonna keep making great music. It doesn't matter who it's with or what it's with. Of course, we'd like to work with anybody with an open mind and a great skill set to make great music. That's about all we can ask for. I think Bacardi is like, it's an ambassador from the Caribbean, Cuba and Puerto Rico, but everywhere you go, they're drinking rum, from Russia to Australia to. It's kind of got this like new world vibe to it. It's something new when they started drinking rum. It's the trademark of the Caribbean, North America. It's what we made, and then we take it all over the world, just like what we do as Major Lazer. And like Chris said,
They're the top of their game, and they really understand the science of what they do, which is spirits, and we're trying to be at the top of our game and trying to understand the science of what we do. So we hope to learn something from them, and hopefully we can have a fun year ahead of us, in 2017, and do, lots of cool Bacardi stuff and see what comes of it. I met Walsh over 20 years ago, and I first met MIA and Switch in Trinidad, and then they introduced me to Wes, and we met later on in London, and then eventually I brought Wes to Trinidad for Carnival. So that's where the Trinidad connection lies. I was based in Trinidad and working with reggae and soca artists down there, and I knew Walsh through the dancehall community, but even Walsh was in Florida, pushing reggae and dancehall music and traveling all over North America and so on. So it's always been, you know, a global thing, you know, and even for us still, you know, we are most inspired by people that are doing fun and interesting stuff in music and in arts and culture and so on all over the world, not just in North America, but in Australia, New Zealand, in South America, you know, in all over Europe and all over the Caribbean as well, you know. So it's important for us to kind of take all those global influences, apply them to what we're doing, and in turn be able to shine a light on what those people are doing as well, you know. So it's always going to be a part of what we do, I think.
I guess from the inception of the group, we always made music for like 10 years now. It's been, but I think now we got sort of stronger on our message, and we have a new motto which Walsh came up with, which is what is it, Walsh?
Make the world smaller by making the party bigger.
There you go.
There you go.